Okay, so furry fandom research using the scientific method.
Again, this is from First Science.
Yeah.
Like this is real scientific research.
Imagine just like you've been berated you're like, dude, let's actually hire scientists. You know, like when you like check out at CVS, they're like, do you want to donate $3 to like some foundation? It's
this is
like
what it's going to.
You check out at Spencer's, they donate $3 to like First Science. What you're a
Yeah, so my persona is a blue fox. He's a man. For whatever reason. Served in the military. Don't know why. And he's got a puffy white tail, and he slays.
That's so interesting. Your furry is a veteran.
He's an expat veteran.
Oh my god! Imagine like you're at the VA looking for your benefits, and there's just a blue fox furry. Like
yeah, it's me in full like what's it, Charlie Tangos?
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
I'm here for my hazard pay. Imagine deploying a furry to the Middle East.
It's a little on the front lines. Thank me for my service.
I think furries seem so outlandish because most of society can't wrap their mind around hobbies.
Yeah.
You know, you bought a banjo, and like I tweeted
did.
about it, and people were like, "Oh, that's cool." And then someone was like, "Banjo." I was like, "Yeah, it's fun."
It is.
Imagine someone like, I mean, never at a party. If you ever brought a banjo to a party, I'd actually probably like
You'd leave.
Sue. And here's Wonderwall on a banjo. But yeah, it's just like it's like a hobby. But
Right.
human animal.
You know my latest BoJack Horseman.
Really?
Sexy.
Why?
Because he's broken.
But that's just that's just like what's that guy who voices him?
Will Arnett.
Yeah, that you just love Will Arnett. He's an ugly horse.
No, he's not.
I've seen some cute animated horses in my time, and BoJack Horseman is amongst the ugliest.
Okay, but hear me out. Washed up actor, rich. 40-something, tall. Just the way they animated him and his dad too. I was like, what are you guys doing?
I think as a gay person, never do I see a broken man and think, I want to know more. You know?
Now tell me more about you.
I'm like, I've seen and heard enough.
Yeah.
I'm going to better myself.
I haven't gotten to that stage of self-help.
Yeah.
Where I no longer am attracted to broken men. Working on it. I'm going to go with pad thai as well.
Okay, wow. And then finally, choose some dessert. Cookies, tiramisu, chocolate cake, creme brulee, apple pie, or s'mores.
If you like apple pie, you're a racist motherfucker.
Okay, well now. How often do you act around new people? Aggressive and defensive until they seem cool enough to keep talking to?
Or how do you greet new people? How do you act around new people?
Who the fuck meets someone new and is aggressive and defensive? Hi, my name's Sarah. Is it?
Shut up! Who fucking asked?
Says who? The next option is...
How big are you? I don't mean height. What the fuck is that?
That's so rude. The options are, that's none of your business. Massive, goddamn.
Massive, goddamn.
Rather chubby, I guess. Average, thank goodness. This is so fat-phobic.
This is unbelievable.
Slightly under average, slim. I'm sort of bony. I'm well built, muscly.
If someone described how big are you? Massive. God damn.
Or like someone's like, how big is Sarah? Average, thank goodness.
Yeah, thank God.
What?
The scandals of the furry community.
Okay.
Hashtag Tony Tiger Gate.
Oh, wow, yeah.
So this happened a few years ago, and it refers to the hashtag name given to a scandal surrounding the massive block of furry Twitter users who berated Tony the Tiger, the Kellogg's mascot, with a flood of lewd and lascivious demands tweeted at the corporate account by members of the furry fandom. Tony the Tiger started blocking furries just left and right, just because it was like, show me that dick, drop the nudes. After the blockings, the furries went to Chester the Cheetah of Cheetos, but rather than blocking the accounts, Chester replied positively to the influx of tweets, as he should.
Well, Tony the Tiger is a cop, and then Chester Cheetah is like, he's a pothead.
Chester the Cheetah's a rebel.
Like Tony
He's
the Tiger's
sexy.
like, you're great if you like. He's definitely a cop, and it makes sense why he would block you.
He's a high school football coach.
When I used to write for like Denny's, I would like every time there's like a pitch for tweets, I'd like incorporate BTS because I love BTS. Yeah. And so like anytime I'd like tweet about BTS because they went through, like I just like talk to all the BTS people. I'm like, hey guys, who's your bias? But yeah, so blocking people.
Yeah.
Fun.
Chester the Cheetah standing gymming.
But it seems like he would be like chill, Chester the Cheetah.
Chester the Cheetah is the uncle that gives you beer.
Yeah.
And cigs.
Mm-hmm. And he like lets you like go on the walk with him before Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah. Tony the Tiger, where were you on January 6th, 2021? All right.
Wait, so back to the cryptocurrency thing.
Yeah.
For Ask Token, as part of the promotion, a team of 4 was sent to climb Mount Everest
What the fuck?
and bury hardware containing $50,000 worth of currency at the summit.
Really not a lot, relatively.
It's not. Would you risk your life for
For
$50,000?
50,000? No.
No, dude.
For a year's worth of working at a bank? No.
I would not climb Mount Everest for that at all. $50,000. I would not climb Mount Everest for $50,000. Hell, I wouldn't get out of my bed on a weekend.
No, I wouldn't do a lot of things for $50,000. That's...
What would you not do for $50,000?
What's one of my most, like, visceral fears? Touch a dead body.
I'd touch a dead person for free. Like if it's in a controlled setting. Like if
Why?
well, I mean, like morbid curiosity.
It's a controlled setting on the side of the highway.
No, like a funeral home. One time in like the 2000s, I was on this like Disneyland like cruise, like this Disney cruise.
I'm in immediately.
And so my aunt, who did pass, we were on this excursion together with her and then my entire family, and she was looking at my makeup and she's like, "I love your makeup. Will you do my makeup for my funeral?" And I was like, "Sure." And then she died, and I did her makeup for her.
No, you did not.
Yes, I did. The only time I've ever been to Alabama was for one of my relatives' funerals.
And you did her makeup?
Yes.
You Manny MUA'd a corpse? Sarah, wait, that's going to freak me out.
No, I know. It was really cold.
It's definitely like, yeah, he's a cute guy.
Yeah.
And he's got cute qualities, but it's never been that level. In college, it was bad because college professors are like young and cool.
Yeah.
Or instructors. So I had a few.
Young and cool? Mine were like old.
Well, the professors are, but
Yeah.
the young, like when you have your master's degree and then you can teach like business algebra 101, those guys are like, call me Dave. Like they're 28. They're like, fucking, I just love math.
Hi, Dave. I'm blacked out at the quad. I will not be showing up to calculus today.
I'm not wearing underwear. You message him on like Canvas, Blackboard. He's like, can you just turn in your assignment?
It's a discussion post.
I'm not wearing underwear under my skirt.
And then someone's like, just to ride, like bounce off of that.
To piggyback on
I am also not wearing underwear. I have a deep personal connection with brand content because I used to be a copywriter. Not copyright RIGHT, but copywriter like WRITE.
Yes.
Yeah, so I wrote for different brands. I don't represent them. I'm not sponsored by them. I just wrote the copy that you see on all the posts and all that type of stuff.
Can you say which ones?
So I worked for an ad agency that wrote for, I do not represent these companies, Denny's, LinkedIn, UPS Store, 20th Century Fox, and then 20th Century Fox like goes into like Deadpool and stuff like that. The only time I really wrote for Deadpool though was I was at a Super Bowl thing where we were live tweeting the Super Bowl and I was contributing ideas. Again, don't represent any of these companies.
Please do not sue us.
Do not sue me, but I didn't sign an NDA when I got fired. We talked about this,
Yeah.
but when I got fired, they were like, "Hey, can you come back in the office and sign an NDA?" I was like, "I am never fucking coming." No. And they're also like, "Can we get our parking pass back?" I was like, "No." On the weekends, I'm gonna park here. I'm gonna be a general nuisance.
You're just loitering in the parking lot. What are you guys doing? You used to work here.
Smoking like a cigarette, and they're like, "Sarah, can you leave?" It's like, I'm outside 25 feet of an entrance. I can smoke here. You guys don't own the sidewalk.
You flash the parking pass. You're holding it.
Fuck you. No, a lot of them were nice people. The way I got fired. We both got fired from social media.
Yeah, we both got fired the same week for the same reason. For dicking around online.
Exactly. You know, like when people, like brands first started like making
You got it.
social medias, you know, like their tweets would be like, "God, I love pancakes, #pancakes, #waffles, #syrup.
#international.
Yeah, and you see that now and you're like, are you on drugs?
I think, but we've circled back to, I think that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
If IHOP tweeted, "God damn, I love pancakes, #pancakes."
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Fuck. I love pancakes.
Syrup so fucking delicious. And then the replies would be like, "Stan BTS."
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. This next one is by Subway Canada. True or false? Our turkey is 100% Canadian and free from artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives. And then they put a poll. You set yourself up. And it says true or false. And obviously they're going to say false. Why would you do this to yourself?
It's not free from artificial colors, flavors, and preservatives. Why the fuck would you do that?
This is an open invitation to get shit on.
Yes. This tweet has been deleted.
Why would you do this?
God.
Buy
Touch
me
my
pizza.
butt and buy me pizza.
Yeah. I'm going to tweet that unironically right now.
Please do it. Okay, here we go.
This was in 2021? Okay, they got hacked. Okay, so Burger King UK tweeted, in 2021, women belong in the kitchen. And then they replied, if they want to, of course, yet only 20% of chefs are women. We're on a mission to change the gender ratio in the restaurant industry.
Oh my God!
By empowering female employees with the opportunity to pursue a culinary career. We are proud to be launching a new scholarship program which will help female burger employees pursue their culinary dreams.
So context, this is during International Women's Day.
Yes.
And so they were trying to say that as Burger King, women belong in the kitchen, not men.
Yeah.
Like, you know, because it's so fast food, it's men cooking it in the back. And then why would they do this?
Everyone... Why would you do this? Like, you're not supposed to incendiary sort of shit to, like, I guess, draw people's eye, but it's, like, the worst way to go about it.
Oh, that is god-awful. 215,000 likes, 62,000 retweets, and 61,000 quote tweets.
Why would you do that?
They really thought they were doing something with this, too. I bet you.
Yeah.
If they want to, of course. Shut the fuck up, Burger King!
McDonald's, the first day of Pride is like, gay people should never get married. And that's why we're trying to give free meals to gay people everywhere. It's like, Jesus, stop fucking talking.
Oh my God.
This was last year.
It literally is like, gay people shouldn't get married unless McDonald's caters the wedding.
But I do like the idea of like the commenters do have like some sort of like humanity. Like they're like, you know, tag these people, credit these people, and then they like pause, and then they're just like, you fucking ugly cunt! Can you please tag the original person who made this dance? Like that would be really nice.
I ran straight to the comments. You're so brave for posting this. Shut the fuck up.
Have you ever seen those like tweets where it's like, guys, sadly, my mother passed after her 30-year battle with cancer today. And then, like, beneath it is the same person who's like, wow, this blew up. Okay, so now that you're here, I buy direct.
Check out this LED light system, Galaxy lights.
Yes.
Check out my SoundCloud. Check out my friend's SoundCloud.
Whoa, this blew up. It's a picture of your dead dog that you cremated. And a 19-year-old named Louis, aka I'm not going to say his name, who said he both runs a deck and is a member of another deck. He makes between $2,000 and $3,000 each month, just from like retweets of other people's content or the most basic shit ever.
Yeah.
When you eat pizza and fart a little. Good one, and that made him fucking $3,000. You know, I say that
and
now.
I'm one of the people that
you don't know it's a TweetDecking account. You're like, all right.
I do fart a little.
My asshole does speak Italian when I eat pizza. It is rolling its R's.
What?
What?
Before we started recording, Sarah said, do you have a tissue? I need to blow my nose. But she accidentally said, I need to blow my butt. I was like, what if you blew your butt the way you blew your nose?
Well, I mean, like, you could. Like,
you could.
You don't have to poop, like, poop over a toilet. You could just, like, put a little, like, a blanket.
My shit would, like acid eat through the Kleenex.
The Citizen app would get a notification that a car backfired, and it would just be me shitting into a napkin. Was that gunshots? No, it's too close.
Yeah. I used to work at Baskin Robbins.
Really?
Still have the visor and the apron.
If I give you $1, will you sing?
No.
Oh, you do? Did you ever do that though?
No.
Oh, isn't that like a policy thing?
No.
Did you do that thing where you like flip the ice cream upside down?
That's Dairy Queen, girl. Baskin Robbins.
What's Baskin Robbins shtick?
31 flavors.
What's so special about that?
Just there's 31.
Okay.
One more than 30.
I'm trying to think about the weirdest place I've ever worked. No.
People would come in and sample all 31 flavors and leave.
Yes.
They would make me stand there behind the fucking glass and be like,
Did you have something better to do?
No. No, I didn't. I was also 17.
Yes.
They could have come in and been like, get on the floor and lick the ground. I would have been like, okay, I'm on shift. I'm getting paid to be here, I guess. Sorry.
To your friends and family. Men be like, I'm different. Yeah, a different type of disappointment. I don't think I've ever heard a man say I'm different.
I've never heard a man say anything that's worth repeating.
I don't even say the Pledge of Allegiance. Because I was like, that shit is boring as fuck.
Yo, did a fucking man write this? At least Betsy Ross wrote the national anthem.
She made that towel. Wait, Betsy Ross.
Betsy Ross made the first American flag.
Oh, wait, is she the lady who started, this is going to be a stupid question, never mind.
Nope, go ahead and ask it.
Ross, the superstore?
Yeah, and Marshalls. And TJ Maxx.
Betsy Ross started TJ Maxx.
Who wrote the national anthem and why?
And why?
Oh, Francis Scott Key. He shot Abe Lincoln.
Really?
No. The Star Spangled Banner. The poem, originally titled The Defense of Fort Henry. M''Henry.
Henry. Do you think that people get excited when they hear the national anthem?
I used to.
Really?
I used to say, oh, I know this one. Me on Spotify Wrapped having Shaquille O'Neal as my number one streamer artist.
Actually, I feel like that'd be really easy to do and like a fun thing.
You listen to it 3 times.
Wait, I wonder how many monthly listeners he has.
I'm looking it up.
410,000 monthly listeners?
I want to play it.
Who are you people? I mean, it's music.
What the fuck?
Who the fuck is going up to Shaquille O'Neal and pushing him around? Could you imagine, like, that person is probably deranged.
Starting a mosh pit with Shaquille O'Neal, you're gonna die. You're dead. Oh, we're shrimple. We're shrimp people.
Yes.
Oh, I'm a shrimp.
I think you just, you like people and then it like, I don't know, you really love people.
But it's to a point that it's like, I now defer to this person for my opinions, for my identity.
Yeah.
I follow everything they do. I want to be them. Like, that's a level of fame and celebrity and cultiness that has always existed as well.
I don't think I've ever...
Jesus.
Yeah. People followed him because they want to be him.
Yeah, they said he's so slay.
He only had 32 followers.
I thought he only had 12.
He's oh shit, he died at 32. He had 12 followers.
He died at 33.
No, we've literally filmed a YouTube video like where
Fuck
we argued
you,
this.
dude. Have we?
Jesus Christ died at 32. Jesus is a Capricorn. Remember that?
They calculate the death of Jesus as having... Oh. Wait, these are the years. When did Jesus die? What age?
And how?
Yes. Oh shit, what happened to this dude? Wait, that's so sad.
Jesus died at 32? No, dude, that's basically like being 60 back then.
Which is wild because
If
you
he
had divine healings.
I know. If he didn't get crucified at that point, he probably wouldn't got like...
You would like go to Jesus and be like, I have fucking leprosy, dude. And he was like, you're healed. And you die at 40? What kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah, the idea of like God having like dysentery and dying because of it.
That is, I don't want to be made in his image.
Yeah.
Jesus could have died of having diarrhea flakes in the water. Of having non-clean water. How many times am I going to Google when did Jesus die?
Jesus died at 32. It literally... Jesus. Dude, I used to be so stupid, though. I was like, how did they crucify him if he was a baby? Because I thought if he's born in December and they crucified him in, like, March, I'm like, oh, my God, he was 3 months old.
Like, he didn't even have a lot. What did he do? He couldn't talk.
I completely forgot that, like, years go by. Dan, that just because a woman is older doesn't make her a MILF.
Why not?
Actually, that was going to be really creepy. Wait, what?
You gotta cut you off. If anyone can be daddy, anyone can be a mommy.
Yes, that's true.
A lot of these daddies don't even have kids.
Freud is looking up from hell.
Freud is
Yes.
like a fly vomiting on his food and rubbing his hands together.
Well, like, I mean, with like the prevalence of like mommy daddy issues, like I feel like Freud would have like a field day. Like
I would love it. He'd be like, I told you bitches. I fucking told you guys.
Or like how you'll go on TikTok and guys are like, my perfect woman is my mom. Freud is literally rubbing one out right now. Freud has a pussy. Sorry.
It's like, please check your account activity. It's Wells Fargo. You click on it, and it's some website they've built to look like the Wells Fargo interface. You enter your account information, your login. They've got it, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it won't let me log in.
Yeah.
Because they've got it. That's click fraud.
That's only really happened with me with my Neopets. Where, well, actually,
They
that
got
was...
your ass.
Yeah, they did, yeah.
They took your fucking kids from you.
Well, they said that they would help me do something, and then I gave them my login, and then they just logged me out of my account.
They got your ass.
And
Shit.
all my kids died.
Yeah.
Um,
Were Neopets, I was never a Neopets girl. Was it like Webkins where you raised them?
Yeah, and they'd be like, it have like their like status, like health levels, like hasn't eaten in like 3,000 days.
Our Nintendog's just dying, dead.
Well, I actually don't think Neopets can die. I think they can just live in this perpetual state of starvation. Yes.
Thinking of all the Neopets in purgatory.
Picked up all their Harry Potter books and all the words were jumbled. And I was like, I'm actually having a stroke right now. Turns out all the titles were in Polish. So it was like, Wierta Zajr. And I was what the fuck? Harry Potter's Wierta. And I was like, what the shit does this mean? I've actually never seen 50 Shades of Grey.
Me either, and I feel like I would love it.
I mean, I love psychological thrillers. You know what? I can't stop.
I love historical fiction.
Media and mock sites like Upworthy for using cheap tricks to generate page views.
Several major online news sites and aggregation sites.
What does farming have to do with this?
Hard word.
Have you seen that TikTok where this guy has only drank water and milk his entire life?
Me.
And then he tries like sodas and like Monster. He's like, well, it's no milk. Then there's a picture of a sick kid that says, guess we have to believe him. This adorable 6-year-old boy who had a near-death experience and saw God is absolutely vehement that Eastern European people are not allowed in heaven. Dude, I know that like if you spill oil on the ground, like it's not good for the environment, but it looks so pretty, you know?
Yeah.
And I'll play in it. I just spatter around in the oil.
Did you grow up in a rail yard or something? We used to play and little oil spatters on the ground. Just my favorite activity as a child. Do you remember the movie Robots?
Yes, I do.
Do you know what I'm about to say?
I thought, no, actually.
That scene where he's like, I'm singing in the oil.
Yes.
He's like spinning around the light pole. That was you.
I love Aunt Fanny. I
Yeah.
like that her butt is so big.
You know, Fanny in the UK means pussy.
Yes. So if they made that movie British, they'd have to move her ass to her front.
This is Aunt Camel Toe. Yes. Aunt Moose Knuckle.
Aunt Pussy. Aunt Pussy.
No. I hate when Aunt Pussy comes.
Oh, and she also hits people with her ass, hitting people with your pussy.
Rubs on your shoulder.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna vomit, dude. Holy shit. Your fucking clit comes into the room before you do.
While this is certainly nuanced and can get very technical, there is a body of research suggesting that dopamine incentivizes behavior more through wanting, called incentive salience, than liking.
The Salience Witch Trials. Sorry.
It's where they cleaned out everyone's eyes. Information, use bright colors, big block words, and fake thumbnails to capture audiences.
It's like we're all 12.
Yeah, we are basically all 12.
We're Cocomelon kids.
If you use like this color blocks, like from like a children's like play set to like put it on David Dobrik's vlogs,
Yeah.
I'd still watch it.
Yeah.
I'd be like, yeah, A, B, C, D.
Yeah, I love this one.
Yes.
I love how it's 4 minutes 20 seconds. It's so good.
69 seconds. There are books on true crime often center the sensational, shocking, or strange events, particularly murder. Even though murder makes up less than 20% of reported crime, it is present in most true crime stories.
Yeah, because what the fuck?
Yeah, imagine like a book of jaywalking.
Right. Of shoplifting from Walmart.
Yes.
No one wants to hear about that. Unless you're teaching me how to do it.
Yeah. And the, what's that called? Tornado Alley?
Kansas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it crazy? The U.S. is the only country with all natural disasters.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. And, like, it's crazy what you have to worry about. I've never worried about a tornado, but hurricanes, definitely. Yeah.
We had tornado drills in North Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd you do for him?
Just lay down.
Walk outside
Yeah.
and just let the Lord take you.
Honestly, that's the redneck thing. What's that noise? It's a tornado siren. Get inside.
Yes.
Shoot at it.
Yes. Where does a cow eat lunch?
At the cow cafe.
At the cafeteria.
Oh, I was almost there.
I'm so sorry. I was hit with a shovel when I was a kid. So there is the true crime internet community. The true crime community, sometimes I just licked this microphone. Why did I do that?
Sorry, Studio 71.
One time I kissed my mom on the mouth and I accidentally stuck my tongue out.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. I just felt like I should be honest.
Okay.
No
one was asking for it.
I was a kid. So sometimes referred to.
Emily Denker Feldman. Denker is such a
I love that name.
solid last name.
I love when a last name has a hyphen in it because it's like you're not done. You know?
Take up space.
Yes,
as you should.
Use a colon. Start a list, you know?
Bullet points.
Yes.
Emily Denker Feldman,